we can't change the world? Look how we changed the game. Who said we can't change the world? No pain, no gain. We can't change the world. Look how we changed the game. Who said we can't change the world? Who said we can't change the world? Who said we can't change the world? No pain, no gain. After all the hard work, you can have all of this. Money in the cars, clothes, you can have all of this. When you let the stress go, you can have all of this. You're looking at the best, so that's why I got all of this.
Welcome back, everyone, to War of the Gods. Hope you guys enjoyed your little breather, because I know I did after watching a match like that.
Yeah, we needed it. But thank you. Like you said in the chat, Brainiac just dive kicked all the servers, so
Yeah,
the hype cannot be contained.
it was a 50-50. We guessed wrong on it. But before we get into the next match, guys, a little bit of a look back into what happened on Sunday with our top plays. Top 5 plays from Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's go. Number 5. Raging Rekins has a super on deck, but fails to pull the trigger, and for his efforts, gets supered himself.
That down two is godlike when you got the trade active. But will he confirm into a super?
No!
Oh,
And he should have there! And that is going to cost him game number 2. That was so unfortunate. Number 4. Tsunami gets swaggy on us, entering the Speed Force with a super that stands the test of time.
Very nice check by Nightwing, not scared of it.
Oh, and phasing through the mines. And he almost has super, which, you know, once he has super, that's a reactionary kill right there. Building the meter, putting out. Oh my gosh, that actually caught one to go to the super. We all just got swagged on. Number 3. Buffalo slides in the Dragon's DMs with an ice clone having his back.
Dragon's got to find his way out of this corner, though. This is where things start getting really, really bad.
Oh, and the plus frames, here we go. This is so deadly. And going back in.
And he got him in for the setup.
And this should do it. 1-1, there we go. Wow. Buffalo with a 3-1 victory over Noble. Number 2. Blake, who prides himself on being a defensive monster, gets absolutely mixed by Air Vidal. Back once in a row. Blake, calm down. Connecting with the back 3. He's going to keep him standing for some mix. Oh, it comes off the bar. Going for some huge damage to mix again. And catches him with the low. And he's just throwing some mind games right now.
No. This could close it out, actually, if he... Oh, almost.
Number 1. Revit practices his pouncing lessons on the current points leader, Semiij.
Finishes with Starfire on that cat dash, despite how many came out, and he blocked. But this is his main. The claws are out. He's gassed up.
Oh, look at the damage that's about to happen. 300 damage. And he is mixed up again. That's another 300. He only needs one more. And another one. That is it. Okay, not yet. Oh my God. 4 in a row. Looking at all those pounces. I swear, Echo, I was just watching a pouncing lesson from Zazu right there.
Man, I'm not even going to... I've already spoke on that situation. Oh my God, it's Revit leafing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that was absolutely ridiculous. 4 in a row. And congratulations.
Just disgusting.
Yeah, here in top 8.
Disgusting.
Big D on Twitter, shouting out PL's Brainiac is really crispy. Side note, he got into 4 houses on PUBG and only got a pistol. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But anyways, getting into the next match here, we've got Tsunami V versus Semiij. And going with Supergirl is Tsunami here. And Semiij's path here into this top 8. On the loser side, 3 O's over Newbie, over a few other guys, and then getting the Drew Zod. Drew Zod actually took a game off him. Drew Zod playing really well here this week. I saw him with some good results early on in that bracket, and then 3-1 to Young Monster to get here on the winner's side, but that loss to Revit Leafing is why he's on the loser's side.
Yeah, nobody expected that. It just continued to happen. Now Semiij, even though he's sitting pretty up in first place in points, he's still here competing, wants even more. and that's the winner side of him. And Supergirl, arguably #1 in the game right now, a lot of people say. She got exactly what she, I guess, didn't need to make her just absolutely ridiculous, and tried to go with Theo swag combos.
Wasn't able to get it. Tsunami playing really well early on in this match. Gets clipped by the back three. And for once, that might have been the first time I've ever seen Semiij drop that jump back one in the middle of the hitbox to get the combo back into the corner.
Yeah, very rarely. Even though it looks like it's going to drop every time, he never, ever drops it.
Stagger pressure. This is where Semiij can turn any match around. He has the magic pixel, only 14 health. Keeping us safe with the trade, coming off the meter. So smart, Semiij, just like that. Gets only a real master comeback and just the start of the match like it's nothing. Come on, man. Oh my goodness!
Down one interrupt. Semiij not even scared of it. Reactionary down one to interrupt it. Jesus, I've never seen that interrupted. Blocked, yes. Never interrupted.
Yeah, that down one was ridiculous. And the reactionary meter back three, Semiij.
This is quite the display of girl power.
We'd better hope so.
He got up a few times early on, but it looks like he has made some amazing adjustments to get back into this match, and he is in full control right now.
Very nice interrupt there. That used to be kind of the thing. If she ever did back 1-2, Semiij takes the first game. If Supergirl ever did back 1-2 pre-patch, if you had a 6-frame normal, she couldn't get anything going. But now she has back 1-2-3, which is safe. There's no gap in it, so you kind of play those mind games. You know, and she's just got good damage now.
Chelsea celebrating video game day with us here on More of the Gods. Let's go! Video game day! That's what we're doing, by the way. Playing some video games. After this stream, I'm gonna play some video games. I'll be on Injustice 2, playing some Black Manta! We'll get in that later on.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because somebody brought that up on Saturday, so their dream may just come true.
Begin.
All right, now Tsunami looking to tie this thing up 1-1. Building a little bit of meter, but just a little bit too much. Time had passed. Let Catwoman be able to block that. And ooh, I'm not sure if he's going to actually combo that or just build meter safely. I'm not even sure if that's actually safe or not, but that for sure is not.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not too sure if he's going for the meter build or if he's going for some kind of weird hitbox setup.
You know, Catwoman having that female low-profiling hitbox, you know, you got to be careful with things like that. Tried to go with the mix, and that is super, super punishable.
And ever since Semiij got that one back three in game #1, this has been a Semiij show for us. Getting hit by the raw teleport, though. Unlike Semiij there, you saw him blow up the meter room one early on. Some good damage for Tsunami as long as he doesn't get the drop. Does he go for the restand? Does he go for the knockdown? Doesn't go for the restand. And just get out of jail free card. Dive kicking out of that corner. Put in the position. Back to Tsunami. And that was not
good air tag.
It was not air escape. Exactly. The damage just wasn't there, and you were only going to eat so much more damage at the end of that combo. And to come off 2 bars like that, I'm not too sure about that air escape attempt. But what do I know? I'm not in there.
I mean,
Care for a friendly wager?
This how you ask me?
I like the space that the air tech created, but definitely at the wrong time. But Tsunami's still in this though. 400 health. Got to play smart, play patient. It may be too late now. Semiij jump back 2.
He is so good at just throwing out those strings, those normals that he can convert off of almost no matter what. And you know what? He really likes characters that are able to do that, where if he gets a straight anti-air, he always has a conversion on deck. And that's what's really good about Catwoman's normals, is that if they catch someone jumping, she can get a conversion. And that is right, Dreadlock. That first match actually crashed our entire site. It was pretty OD. And Tsunami going home to the Flash here when he's down 2-1. And can we talk about this man's gear? Look how good that helmet is. I hate the okay, I won't say I hate the Flash. I have mixed feelings about the Flash, but that helmet is actually kind of sick.
Yeah, those wings, please. It's so swaggy.
Now we have
Oh, and the
0 projectiles on the screen. Oh no, we got Card Dog. There's gonna be multiple explosions this match. Don't you?
He's gonna take him back to the other gargoyle and do it again.
As soon as Tsunami said, I don't want anything to do with that, I was gonna down to my way out. He's gonna get a huge tray combo here. Corner push. Oh no! That's what you get for not picking your main from the beginning. You drop those combos on the fly. Oh no, the buttons aren't warmed up. He's not warmed up in the flash yet.
Ooh.
And already gets another drop.
No. This is not what you want to happen. You have the read and the reaction, but not the execution. That's going to take the first health bar, and Semiij just, wow.
What a conversion. Jumped over to get the down one. Straight Semiij. You need to stop. He is just running away with this match right now.
Oh no. Those are overhead. Oh no. 3 in a row, another overhead.
I'll tell you what, Echo, this man does not like being in the loser's bracket. I think that Revit might have unleashed something here.
It's been a while since we fought.
Have you had your shots?
Then hopefully, Aquaman, we'll see Semiij versus Revit leaping one more time before the night's over.
In the run back, we can only hope, and here we go. This should be the first power as long as he does drop it. Does land it, and there was the first power foul. Tsunami trying to get back in this match. He only needs 2 more flash combos with some meter if he wants to try to get into this set.
That's one thing he doesn't have on his side right now is meter. Ooh! Okay, sir. Tsunami may have... Oh no, just got caught in the air. You cannot jump on Semiij, much less Catwoman herself, and gets caught by the jump back too. Does not have a clash. This may actually kill, and it will. Semiij moves on. Tsunami. Well fought battles, man, but Semiij just a little bit too on point tonight. Semiij, you know, like you said, maybe scouting out, hunting down Revit leafing, but we're not there yet.
Yeah, he looks real dangerous tonight. I mean, we get a game 5 to start us out, and Semiij comes in and gives us the 3-0 sweep. Come on, Semiij. We're trying to see some close ones over here. Tsunami, congratulations though on making your first top 8 and also doing really well at ECT just a few weekends ago. You're playing outstanding. Keep it up, man. As we're gonna move on to the winner side of the bracket, guys. Let's take a look at that bracket, see who's up next, and I cannot wait. This kid has played out of his mind all weekend long. Buffalo, ladies and gentlemen, versus Rewind is up next. You'll see Semiij move on to losers quarters, and Buffalo Rewind. This should be Sub-Zero versus, I'm not too sure who Rewind is going to go with this. He might like Dexstar against Sub-Zero, you know, trade for trade, get rid of the clone. I'm not too sure who he has in his pocket for this particular character. Who has the Sub-Zero experience?
Yeah, there's no other Sub-Zero right now like Buffalo's. And there was no Sub-Zero like his in MKX either. So I personally think that we may be seeing the big red machine. Definitely not going to see the Flash, I don't think. But he, you know, he's got a Catwoman in there. He's got a couple characters in there. So who knows? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. These guys know more than we do, I think.
Yeah. Buffalo had a pretty decent path here. He was almost in losers first round. 3-2 over Sounds Like Pause. And then 3-0 over Flappy Sammy Hammy. That was a just display of destruction there. The 3-0 over HoneyBee. HoneyBee did go Captain Cold and then rage quit the tournament right after. And then 3-1 over Dragon in order to get here on the winner's side of top 8. And just great play from Buffalo. The 3-1 over Dragon was so... It's probably the best display I've seen of Sub-Zero to date in Injustice 2.
Yeah, and apparently Dragon was saying, you know, Black Adam versus Sub was the 7-3 in Black Adam's favor, and, you know, maybe he just played it wrong. You could see the knowledge was there with the Palpatine checks just to get rid of Clone and all that. Rewind's path, 3-0 over Vapor, 3-0 over Crazy Fingers, 3-0 over Competitor, and 3-1 over Perfect Legend, and now he is here. And the loser of this faces Semiij in losers. And we are seeing Atrocitus versus Sub-Zero.
And starting off with a pretty slow normal in that back two. There from Atrocitus, going for the startup on it again, but eats the clone. Doesn't come active for quite a few frames. And Buffalo Even with 2 hits, doesn't break the armor, but doesn't get hit by the barrel either, and no meter to convert this into a standing reset potentially. Let's go with the 4-2. And the trade those active frames of that spit. Look out for that on display, guys. Once it gets back to the wall, it just puts active frames into the clone. That way it stops Buffalo from jumping in, from following it in, and getting through the clone with ease right now as Rewind. The health lead is in Buffalo's favor. Look at all this chip. Oh no, gets the meter run, but too far away.
If he was in the corner, that would have connected. We'd be seeing Buffalo with an empty first health bar, but just a little bit out of range.
We're trying to backdash
Good
there.
block.
Was Rewind, but Buffalo is going to catch it. Good start here to Buffalo. And already back to the corners. Rewind. It gets opened up by the hammer. Every time I see that, don't think it goes through my mind. What's the time? Every time. And Buffalo playing really well early on.
That shield says, no, sir.
I'll spill your blood. I will freeze your fire.
Holding on to Pixel here. Raw back 3. Now that looked like a whip punish. Full screen by Rewind. Buffalo might have got input error there.
Yeah, I think what he was going for was probably back 4-3 and wound up getting the wrong input. And that's kind of what I was talking about on Twitter, is there's not really a cue to let you know when you can actually move. Because the animations for the characters are at the end of the first health bar. And they don't symbol the start of the second health bar, and sometimes it causes that.
Look at
Rewind getting some damage.
Yeah, on this comeback. This is a huge comeback, all from the vomit there through the ice cone that Buffalo tried to follow in on. He needs to be careful there. Maybe scout it next time with an EX ice ball.
Cold. You'll bathe in your own blood.
Okay, Buffalo has more bars. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice. Slide under.
Now, that's also something he can do when he gets the clone up in the corner right here. Oh, the vomit actually gets rid of it. I did not know that. If he could get the slide in there, then he could launch him potentially. We'll use the plus range from the grab. This is a back and forth fight. Health leads have changed on both sides. Go down 2.
Nice, down 2. Not letting him burn the meter at the end of that punch float to stay safe. Oh, and it looked like he had the reaction to the air tech, and it looked like Rewind was going to be able to block there for a minute.
He actually did block the first stand 1 in there. It looks like he blocked the second one. Got clipped by the overhead at the end of 1-1-1, which is a very sneaky overhead. It's a very sneaky overhead.
There is a 1-1-3 as well that knocks down. You can't combo off of it, but it is a low, so there's a little mix-up after that 1-1.
Catwoman.
Going to Catwoman is Rewind interesting. I'm not too sure in my few years of watching this game that's been out for less than a year if I've seen Rewind's Catwoman.
I think we saw it a couple games a couple weeks ago. It wasn't completely there yet. Now, we haven't seen Rewind compete in a little bit. Plus, we've had a lot of breaks, so he's had a lot of time to finesse this character, and here we go. Confirms into the cat dash. And we are already in the corner, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no, actually got him out of the startup of the butt. Oh, no, here it comes, and it's so big, there is no escape.
That was such a good reactionary down 1 from Buffalo to interrupt that unblockable interactable, but it didn't matter. It came again. Okay, some good pressure. Doesn't burn the bar the second time. Confirms. Do need meter to be able to freeze them and continue the combo. Something I'm sure it took sub players quite a bit of time to kind of get used to. Ooh.
And a jump 2 hit behind Buffalo, able to break the armor on the back 3, but Rewind still holding on to a decent health lead as we get into Buffalo's second bar of health. But pretty decent positioning here for Buffalo. Trying to push around to this corner. Sub-Zero is low-key one of the biggest damage dealers of Injustice 2 right now.
Oh, for sure. We saw some huge damage from Buffalo on Saturday. It jumps right into the clone. Since day 1, you cannot jump into that clone. Sub-Zero will shut that down, and a slide anti-air. Very good by Buffalo.
Yeah, beautifully reactionary there by Buffalo, getting him all tied up in this match. Coming in with the bike. Oh no, going through the whip.
Giving Catwoman a little taste of her own medicine there. Her super does involve a motorcycle, reminiscent of Nightwing in Injustice 1. Oh my god, I don't even know.
Oh my goodness, and at the very tip, just the tip.
everything going right for Buffalo right now. All the straight hits. And breaks the armor, the jump in plus the clone. Dagger pressure by Rewind. Tries to mix it up a little bit. Slide coming out. Buffalo not scared. Blocks the back three. And this is going to close it out. Buffalo up 2-0.
The switch looked so good early on from Rewind, but the composure from Buffalo, he is playing out of his mind this week here on War of the Gods. He has shown up, and guys, look out in the future for this kid. And we saw even at the end of Mortal Kombat X, he was really on the rise, playing really well. He got his character finally here in Injustice 2, but even early on played really well with Superman and Captain Cold, and finally has a home here with Sub-Zero, and it's looking pretty good. And coming in with a Grandmaster-like skin, the white and the blue maskless. He is a big fan of maskless Sub-Zero. And I think the one time he broke out a mask, was it against Dragon on Sunday? And there was one match where he broke out the mask, and it looked like he was playing at an even higher level.
Yeah, I think it was the last game that he broke out the mask, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly who it was against, but I do remember him bringing it out. Finally gets opened up. He gets opened up again by the forward 2, back 3. We're going into the corner. Dexter halfway filled up, punch walk, just to keep that trait meter building as the combos continue. And the forward 2 again, Rewind doing everything right. Dexter will come out here down to, yes.
Oh yes, he wants to guarantee the round by taking out Dexter right there. No matter what you do, Rewind off to a much better start right there. And I like that he came off all the resources. He did not care. He wanted that bar of health. And wow, did the 3 on that back 2-3.
Okay, confirms. Meter burn, ice ball. Gets him with the low.
I think he missed his back 3 or 4-3 input there. It's a little tricky to time it off an empty jump like that.
Okay, completely avoids it, and the whip punish.
He's got the meter.
Not out of this.
This is the same kind of comeback we saw. And gets the whip punish with the level 1. This is the same comeback we saw in the very last game where Rewind had a huge advantage. He was up 600 health, and Buffalo was able to bring it back. And now Rewind had a 1,000 health lead and bringing it right back is Buffalo. The composure on this kid right now. Oh, but trying to floor 2 in the active frames, that is a no-no.
Can you take the cold? It cannot trump rage.
That forward 2 is such a good mid. Catching a lot of backdashes by Rewind. Even since the first game, and actually whip punishes the vomit, but doesn't have the meter to continue the combo. And Dexter should be almost completely built up. And here we go, we should be seeing Dexter come out, yes. This is where Rewind has to go in, get his damage, push block. Dexter is gone.
I'm shocked that we haven't seen it.
Oh my god, it
goodness.
worked! It worked, but he dropped it.
Very good reactionary
God.
down 2. And that was good recognition there by Rewind to not see the meter burn there and actually be able to react in time to get the down 2 out. Buffalo try to put a mind game out there of is he going to meter burn the shatter or not. Use that kind of pseudo plus frame mentality to try to sneak a jump in, Rewind all over it. And switching back to the big red machine now in this match, 1-2.
Atrocitus, Sub-Zero.
I think word on the street is they're called phantom frames. When you're not plus, but they have to respect a little bit, so it kind of forces that hesitation.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
It's a I think a really old FGC member one time told me in MKX that it was a plus mentality.
A plus mentality, okay. We'll roll with it.
Call it whatever you want, ladies and gentlemen.
It doesn't matter. Back 3, we're going to the corner here. Buffalo.
No fear.
Opened up by the punch walk. That slide is so good. Low profiles. Gets under that Dexter shot. Really fast wake up. Will the mix come? Yes, it will. Rewind pulling out all the stops.
That get out of jail free card. Not getting his way out. Good reaction by Rewind. Get that blood puddle. I don't know if the blood puddle was a punish or not. Very good. We've seen Buffalo push block Dexter a whole lot. Rewind is trying to send us to a second game 5. Just doing a poke in the background about us.
One thing I would like to know, maybe the chat can inform me of this. Rewind, even with the shield out, is respecting the clone. I don't know if Atrocitus can still get frozen if the shield, doesn't get rid of the clone or not, but he was respecting it with the shield out. And a whip punish burns the bar. We're going for damage here.
My rage will consume you.
Of that, I am painfully aware.
Thank you, Triclops. Yeah, the shield doesn't always protect you from the clone, so I guess it's very situational on what's going to happen. Rewind not wanting to take the chance. Good whip punish, going to close out. Almost pretty even here going into the second health bar. Rewind wants to tie this thing up, take us to a game 5.
All right, Rewind. Opening up with the 4-2-2. Shatter, and this fall for the same thing. There is Buffalo. Had the meter been there for the plus frames. We tried to use it for jumping instead. And Rewind has blown him up 2 for 2 now on that setup.
You'll bathe in your own blood.
This isn't going to be enough to even us out. And now Rewind poised to try to send us to a game 5. What an interrupt there with that stand 1.
With the low again, and that string second hit is a low. This won't kill. This is going to do some really good damage here. Drops the ender. Rewind got a little bit of work to do, but he does have 3 bars at his disposal, and Dexstar is out. The pressure is coming.
That was such a dangerous Dexstar call. It was close to Buffalo. 4-2-2-2 may have even punished it if he would have reacted. Getting the down 2 into the shatter, but doesn't have the meter. And going 2 for 2 on the meter for cancel, and the jump 2 is going to get it for Buffalo, barely etching out the win. Even though it's 3-1, that was a very tight set, and the Lin Kuei Grandmaster himself, Buffalo, is going to move on to winners finals.
Yeah, Rewind had 4 bars there at one point, and Sub-Zero with a little smirk right there. You can see it in his face right there at the end. That little smirk saying, "I am moving on." Rewind, he had 4 bars and put it all on the meter burn bounce cancel. It didn't work either time, and just didn't have that going forward, and it didn't have enough life either. Buffalo moving on. Rewind going down to losers, so he's not out yet.
And we're gonna
still in this.
Yep, we're gonna go on to Get Wrecked versus Revit Leafing, and also shouts to Brandon there on Twitter. Guys, use hashtag War the Gods, talk with us all night. We love it, and you guys have been really active tonight. I really appreciate that. On Sunday, you guys were a little quiet, but here in top 8, where the excitement is, you guys are really coming out of your shell. And I am his profile picture, doing a Trident Rush there. If I saw more Aquaman, I would do more Trident Rush. But
Ominous is your savior right now. About the only Aquaman out there, man. And actually, Brandon has had that profile picture ever since that video surfaced on the internet, so he's been rocking it for a really long time.
But yes, saying that Semiij wants that run back with Revit Leafing to decide who the Lord of the Litter Box is. And up next, Revit Leafing versus Onbu's Get Wrecked.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting here, man. For one, I mean, we haven't seen Get Wrecked here in War of the Gods top 8. We saw him in Hometown Heroes putting in the work. Revit Leafing, he's been here a couple times, even going back to Combat Cup, even taking a couple weeks of Combat Cup and Conquest. So no stranger is Revit Leafing, but this is going to be interesting because usually, like we saw Dragon and Perfect Legend, we've seen that kind of matchup before here on this show, and then a couple other people that have met up in the past. But these two haven't really met up. We haven't seen them. It's going to be interesting.
It is going to be interesting, and Cheetah's one of those characters that I don't get to see a whole lot, and depending on who Get Wrecked goes with, if it's Atrocitus or not. It's a matchup I've only seen one time at a competitive level, and it was really close between 2 top players. So it's going to be interesting just to see matchup-wise how the matchup even goes on paper. And Revit here, a lot of mix. And Revit 3-0'd everyone in his path on the bracket to get here in the top 8, except for Semiij. That was 3-2. He had 3-0 over Raging Rikins, Sleep T-Fox, and Dramank. But the 3 over Rikins could have easily been 3-1 if he would have just supered.
Yeah, I remember we were saying it hit confirm into the super that they both had about 200 health left. Get Wrecked path. 3-1 over Legacy, 3-2 over Shijinki Ding, 3-2 over Forever King, 3-1 over King Sean 44, and a 3-0 over somebody we saw earlier, Tsunami 4. And here we are. Burns the bar into the back three.
Going for the
Doing the punch float about halfway.
Yeah, going for the damage and also the push to the corner with that punch walk. And you expect to see a lot of that up vomit because anytime she tries to pounce in and gets clipped by that, that's a full combo. And I don't know how Atrocitus players are so good at it. Up vomit into the down one blood tornado conversions. And speaking of conversions, all these conversions with the shield.
It's just so good how much this character we've seen evolve over time. I mean, if you go back and watch beta Atrocitus play, you know, he has just the people that have put in work with this character and just found all these conversions with him.
Yeah,
and that's a punish.
Especially with Dexter after the game came out, how they were able to find so many conversions, so many situations, so many combos, especially in the corner. With Dexter, that in the beta we were like, oh, okay, you throw the thing and you follow it up.
I thirst for your blood.
My blood will kill you.
Yeah, there was even word on the street Atrocitus was the worst character in the beta, and now look at him.
Yeah, worst in the game. All he had was the 50-50 with the 4-2-2-3 and the blood puddle. That's all he had. Outside of that, he had no tools in order to compete with the cast. Boy, were we wrong. And someone like Get Wrecked, who's actually stuck with the character through this entire time and looks so good with it. And you even go back to Hometown Heroes, played out of his mind, and with the character, so many people drop. And putting
just goes right to the shield.
Atrocitus wins.
I'm not too sure there how Revit could have gotten in. There was a shield, there was a ball, there was blood everywhere. There was just an arsenal of red there that Revit had to get through. And up 1-0 is Get Wrecked here. Revit has to make some adjustments, and you know what? Revit only gets better when he goes down.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's not just me talking. That's straight up fact. When this man goes down 2-0, something snaps in him. And he just goes crazy because there's so many times here on More of the Gods where he's gone down 2-0 and brought it back. Because the more he goes down, the crazier he plays, and in his mind, he literally lets loose and goes wild with Cheetah. But wow, did that Dexter shut down the mix there? But
yeah, he went into a leap after that mix had connected. Get Wrecked with the knowledge to interrupt with Dexter and had the conversion on deck.
Oh, that looked like it might have been able to punish. The thing is minus 800, 400,000, 238.78 frames. And they're going for the conversion, but not enough. Barely making it through the second vomit. Rivet hanging on to this health lead. Low profile. And oh no!
Oh!
She actually
just got it down too.
She low profiled too much at the end. Females, please.
They're trying to chip out and gonna lose the first health bar. Get Wrecked sitting on 1.61 health, and all Revit Leafing had to do was just do it down 2, and did us. Okay.
Yeah, he did the same exact thing, and it worked out. One of those things that we'll have to summon the Mythbusters to see actually what happened there. FGC Mythbusters, get on.
There's plenty of them.
Oh, and what?
Oh, okay, and the reset.
You'd be a perfect Red Lantern.
I serve only the goddess.
That's beautiful mix off the standing reset, and that is a pretty ambiguous jump normal that she has, and all of her jump normals can be very ambiguous, and the damage she's getting right now. Oh my goodness, 500. She's hit for 500, mid 500s twice already in this match.
This is good for Leafing. Having the health lead. Doesn't have to force the issue full screen. Oh my god, and actually got the cross, and this could actually kill, and it will. He'll burn the. Ooh, I thought for a minute he was just going to let it rock, and Get Wrecked was going to have a sliver of health.
That's eerily similar to what Ermac used to do back in MK, where they would do the float and then just let him fall because that actually did damage. And Revit, like we said, the more he gets hit, the harder he hits back, it seems. And I really like that about Revit in this game, that he really does just He lets it fly every time that his back is to the corner. And Cheetah and Cheetah kind of helps him with that.
Fighters approaching
And
Arkham
you saw there
Asylum.
early on, Get Wrecked opened him up first, and then he popped it straight, got one hit, 550 damage later, back in the match. It could just turn around like that.
Begin.
Okay, try to get him on the back two to start the round. Okay, back dashes, going to the corner, and that's a whiff punish on the puddle. Doesn't have the meter. But any damage is good damage, especially here at the beginning. Try and get that health lead. Is leafing, but the back three is going to connect. Oh, and the background bounce. Two-Face just trying to get out of jail right now. Oh, almost had the conversion.
Barely getting that Dexter as well with that back dash. We saw.
I like what Leafing's doing. He's just kind of popping around, you know, staying away until Dexter is gone. But is it enough?
Oh, no, that's a huge punish. Get wrecked. Huge lead for him now. 963 health remaining on his first bar if everyone wants to try to mount a comeback. And that use of Dexter to anti-air. He's now 2 for 2 on that.
I thirst for your blood.
My blood will kill you.
Get Rex it really pretty right now. Leafing's got to take a few chances to get back in this.
And using the negative frames on the puddle to put out the trait. Going for that kill damage. It's still activated a little bit. It got the extra damage on the jump in only. Doesn't come off the bar. Still has 450
really good
out there.
damage. 451.
Good push block there by Get Wrecked. That thing is plus a billion. Not really, but it's really close.
Almost got hit by the shield there, and oh, got hit by the 4-3, and the air tech actually got him out of the corner, which is something you rarely see. But this, so long as he doesn't drop it, and he does. This, you can't count Link. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can't whiff this much.
Barely whiffing on the pounce. Get Wrecked now up 2-1. The back and forth between these two has been outstanding so far. And I got to give it up to DJ Snowman in the chat, who actually made a really good reference to kind of how Revit plays in this game, where, you know, it's kind of like Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. Every time he gets defeated, he only gets stronger. And, you know, it's that Saiyan in him. Revit Leafing, do you got some Saiyan blood in you, brother?
Over 9,000, yeah, man. See, Get Wrecked up 2-1 right now. Expect to see Leafing just go absolutely insane.
And I'm talking 4 pounces in a row insane.
Yeah, even on block, just pounce again. If they don't go for the punish, just do it again and again. And I'm waiting to see if he does any of those pounces like we saw to end that match with Semiij. We haven't seen that pounce yet.
Ooh, trading up, I like that. Anytime Revit has space full screen, he trades up, and he's really good at getting the damage coming in off that trade as well. I see so many cheetahs that get the trait and just get nothing off it. It's so hard to open up people when people are expecting, you know, the approach. That's gonna kill. Wow. And as we mentioned, once again, Revit Leafing getting beat pretty convincingly there in game number 3. Comes back swinging even harder.
Yeah. This is always what Leafing does. And just look, just baiting out, Get Wrecked to push buttons and getting the damage. This is what got him the first health bar, and this is what's taken the second. Tried to backdash out of the puddle. Wow, that was such a weird exchange. It looked like he was actually going to backdash. Got caught by the meter burn. And oh, it caught him with bounce cancel.
And that was disgusting damage there from Get Wrecked. Really good challenge from Revit Leafing. I like that. Get a little bit of chip and got himself out of the corner. And the meter build, everything went well for Revit Leafing on that DP. And the meter for a 4-3, gonna do the damage. What a blow with that down 1.
Get Wrecked with the knowledge.
Yeah, something that had blown up Semiij 4 times in a row. Simply got down 1 by
I
Atrocitus.
thirst for your blood.
My blood will kill you.
Oh no, whipping that at least stand 3 full screen and getting whiff punished. Now, Gerbeck is bringing this back slowly but surely. No! That was a reactionary down 2. Stop it!
That is not easy to do. Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. We're traded up, though. Getting the chip damage, but no. Leafing does not have a clash, despite him having 2 bars. He can do so much damage, but this conversion... The air... Oh, my God.
Oh, no, he wasn't on the ground yet! And that's gonna do it! He wasn't on the ground yet! What a comeback from Onbu. Get wrecked. 3-1 with a victory. Revit had a huge lead. All the momentum. The claws were sharpened up, and Get Wrecked just simply took it all, played nice and patient, and the 2 anti-airs were ridiculous. Down 2-ing, the dive in, getting the down 1 on the pounce attempt. That was beautiful play by Get Wrecked. Awesome stuff.
All Revit had to do was just throw, but maybe he didn't go with the throw because he was airborne.
Anything there. Wow.
Man, crazy stuff. Revit Leafing going down to losers. Onbu Get Wrecked moving on here, still in winners. Holy cow, this is shaping up to be a really good one. I can't even imagine what grand finals is going to be.
Whew, crazy stuff. Stephen Bennett there on Twitter, thank you for tuning in here on War of the Gods. They have been some amazing fights. He needs to see some Starfire. You know what? We've been saying that since allowing you here on War of the Gods, that you guys have just let the opportunity go to waste that we allowed Starfire early and didn't get to see much of her. Tweedy and Semiij picking her, I believe one other, and that's about it. It was kind of the same with Deadshot when we allowed him as well, and Sub-Zero were, come on, guys!
Red Hood. Got Deadshot on the mind.
Oh, man.
But
Did I say Deadshot?
You did say Deadshot.
We didn't see although I have to give our scene some credit, Echo. We didn't see one Deadshot on Sunday and tonight.
That's true.
If we don't see one Deadshot this entire week of War of the Gods, our community has actually accomplished something great.
Let's hope for it, but somebody's going to hear us say that and just pick him once. I just know it's going to happen. Knowing these guys, they're going to get us.
I hope I haven't jinxed it. I really do.
I can live without some Deadshot right now. I can go without that. If we can, you know what? Just having one Deadshot, that's okay. Let's not do the Deadshot mirror again, okay? Let's not do it. As you guys saw there a second ago, we're going to have Semiij versus Rewind coming up, Perfect Legend versus Revit Leafing, Buffalo versus Get Wrecked, and then that's going to shape out the rest of the night. This is going to be crazy, man.
Woo-wee. So looking at winners finals, it could get very interesting, guys. Get Wrecked.
Yeah, because
they're very young. Buffalo, very young. And possibly the same exact matchup that we saw Buffalo have to take on in his first match, which should be Atrocitus versus Sub-Zero. But we're going to get in that later on in winners finals. We've got Rewind versus Semiij coming up, and they're no stranger to themselves. They've played quite a few times here in Injustice, and they played all the time back in Mortal Kombat X against each other here on our program.
Yeah, and you know, my thoughts is Raiden is going to be the next character we get. We got Black Manta today, and everybody's been happy with that. I saw a lot of tech videos just in the first couple hours after he came out.
Bay Manta is here, everybody.
We better see Black Manta.
Our Lord and Savior Manta has arrived. Everyone in that chat knows what I'm talking about. He is just the greatest character ever.
Aquaman's been enjoying it.
No biasry whatsoever here on War of the Gods. None.
Begin.
If you pick Black Manta, Aquaman is going to be on your side 100%.
Oh yeah, I will be in that crowd. I'm gonna have to get the helmet made with the giant red eyes. You know what, guys? I got your back. Manta mains. We are one right now. We're an army.
If you find somebody to make that helmet, I'll be so jealous. But there's plenty of talented people in our community that can do it. Here we go, Rewind with the flash just getting opened up so many times here in the corner, and this could close out this first health bar already. No. Down 2, Rewind trying to get that jump in. Semiij has those down 2s on point all the time. And you know, these two characters with their down 2s and commits into the trait. Ooh,
oh no, and he got the back dash out.
Are you serious? 13 recovery frames, even in Flash's trait. Are you serious? Wow. Semiij with the reaction to jump over that tire, get the whiff punish. Rewind not opting to break here.
Oh,
They have already checked out.
I think that he was expecting to get the empty jump to go over Rewind there instead of ending up in front, and I don't think Semiij knew what to do there because he wanted to throw that bomb.
Somebody playing Flash, please, either this week or next week. Show us all that restand tech.
I'm running you down.
You won't make it 10 paces.
If you haven't seen that stuff, Aquaman, it's absolutely disgusting.
Oh
And
my
just doing
goodness.
cat dash.
Saw the jump back. Cat dashed accordingly. Semiij. We have unlocked Semiij Prime. Sending him to lose his bracket only makes him stronger, ladies and gentlemen. This is scary stuff. Hasn't lost a single game yet. Philip Schweiger. I hope I'm saying that right. Loving War of the Gods. We love you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone tunes in to War of the Gods. I'm telling you, eventually, if you ever see me in person, say, Aqua, I'm here to cash out. Mustache ride just for you.
Ooh. See, consider yourself lucky because I've yet to get one of those. Here we go, round 2, match 2. My bad. Sonic Pound catching the backdash. Tries to go with the forward 2 overhead. And if he would have committed to that down 1-2, Catwoman would have surely shut that down with her neutral jump punch. Flash getting himself to the corner. Commits into the trait, slows things down.
And backs off the cat. Oh my goodness. Semiij has shown zero fear of the Speed Force, and it has paid off because usually it does not. Alright, trying to get some running man stance cancels going. Trying to throw some mind games here full screen. Is he going to come in? Is he going to override? Is he going to low?
He has slowed Semiij down. Making Semiij think about it. And that does do damage over time if you stand in that flame puddle. Semiij not worrying about it.
And that was a beautiful whiff punish there by Rewind. Definitely slowing down Semiij's game right now. Playing a little slower. He's doing those running man stance cancels. I like that, building the meter full screen. And he hasn't approached yet. He's kind of let Semiij come to him. Whereas before, he was trying to get really aggressive, make those approaches, and Semiij just burned.
Oh my God.
As you see there, the one time Rewind makes the conscious decision to do something, pull the trigger, Semiij all over it.
The Sonic Pound whiffed on Catwoman just doing a neutral jump punch, and the wake up gonna be punished. Semiij working on going up 2-0 here. Rewind kind of on his heels in this corner. Needs to find his way out, but not jumping because Semiij is ready for it.
Wow, a lot of respect. Semiij just showed Rewind there off the running man stance. 74 health, and Semiij.
Been a while since we fought.
Have you had your shots?
Forcing the early wager. Perfect situation for him, and he might be able to Magic Pixel Rewind some more. I know it's 74 health, which is pretty big, but that's considered a Magic Pixel. Able to close that one down too.
Next time, try stretching.
Any little bit of health that you can hold on to and continue to damage your opponent, that's all free money right there. And what a whip punish again!
Very good, perfect use of that back 2 string into the back 3. Will he cash out? No, we're going for the setup. I expected him to neutral jump there. I probably thought that Semiij had that read. Get the headbutt.
Catches the very tip of a backdash. I think it was fully committed there. These guys are almost even. Semiij down to the trade. It doesn't get the conversion. That could have been huge.
Oh, and he tried very late. He's gonna die with all 4 bars. He tried the down 2. It was just a little bit too late. She was already on top of him. And Rewind, one thing about his flash play is you see a lot of very good fundamental play, you know, with punishing and anti-airing. We don't see too much mix out of him. He's playing, you know, especially in the corner, he's got to play a little bit more defensive. So that's where we're going to see those back 2s and anti-airs, but not usually how you see Flash, you know, not mixing it up and going crazy.
Especially there at the end when he had his trait, he had his super, he had all the resources available, and died with all of them. Unfortunate there.
Fair play right now.
Very unfortunate there for Rewind. And, oh no, Semiij doesn't care. If he says if I can't use it on you, you're not going to use it on me.
Exactly. He's just going to use it up, get it out of the way. And that is a whip punish perfectly spaced by Semiij waiting for it. Rewind just not able to get his offense going. He's in the corner once again. Semiij keeping him on lockdown, getting this damage. Jump back. And you see that all the time on Oki, the jump back, jump into that, I think, a forward 2 of Catwoman's, a forward 1. That really good mid that she has. Sonic Pound anti-air. Okay, Semiij.
Lost it. You never had it.
Playing out of his mind. I'm telling you, this is Semiij unleashed. Hasn't dropped a single game yet.
Oh my God.
Here in top 8.
It's been a while since we fought.
Have you had your shots?
He's setting his sights on the possible run back with Revit. Revit is going to be playing up against Perfect Legend in the next match here on stream.
That's going to be a very interesting one. Maybe Brainiac versus Cheetah. A lot of flying around and pouncing around. Backdash. Rewind still in this. Still has pretty much his whole second health bar.
And trying to anti-air that jump back 2 at that. And there was just no hitbox for it to hit.
Yeah, that jump back 2 is absolutely ridiculous. Not a whole lot you can do about it, and she's going to come right back in with that mid that you see Semiij trying to check there. Wow, the whip punish, the air tech, almost able to capitalize on it.
And here we go. Gets the tattoo, even though it's still a little bit late. He's able to get the trade, got the conversion, and here we go.
Okay,
Throw in the mix now.
It's never too late for some mix, okay.
Really smart ending out with that upward tornado. Got him a little bit of meter there at the end. Whatever reactionary down to for Semiij.
And without that meter build, he would have not had, oh my God, the meter burn back 3 is going to completely avoid being launched. Semiij.
Catwoman wins.
Just the reaction from Semiij. That entire match, the down 2s, the whiff punishes, you see there, just knowing that he's going to plant that bomb, back 3 through it. Amazing stuff from Rewind. He hasn't dropped a game. Look out for him in winter semis where he's going to have to either face Perfect Legend or Revit Leafing. And that is our next match, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to see some more characters from Perfect Legend, or are we going to see that Brainiac and Revit Leafing, Cheetah, and only Cheetah?
Yeah, we'll see, man. Now, if Leafing winds up pulling out this win, we will see the Semiij and Leafing run back. And we'll see what happens there. You know Semiij. Now, we saw him very early on in this game's life when War of the Gods, week 1, week 2, week 3. You know, we saw Semiij lose to Theo and Aquaman. You know, every time that he would lose, he would come back and just, we saw Tweedy versus Semiij as well, the Superman matchup. And, you know, Semiij came back with all the right answers. So if we see that run back, you know, that's going to be a very interesting one. But, you know, Perfect Legend sitting in 6th, 335 points. He's looking to get some more points, possibly pass up Theo, at least.
Yeah, if he gets a win here, and then he'll have to be playing against Semiij, who knows? He could really put himself in a good position to make that finale where all that money's on the line. So we'll see what he does here. But Revit Leafing, one of those guys that joined Kombat Cup halfway through a season and still made the finale.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
anything is possible from that kid, let me tell you.
That's true. Yep. Like I mentioned earlier, I mean, him and his brother came into Kombat Cup Season 2 and shook things up more than anybody else did. I mean, it was just absolutely nuts to see. And we will see Brainiac versus Cheetah. Yeah, Garrison saying Semiij looking so clean on War of the Gods.
Yes, he is.
Perfect, one may say.
Yeah, so far, 6 straight games. Hasn't allowed anyone to breathe. And who will stop this man in his loser's run? We've got Buffalo. We've got Get Wrecked on the winner's side. And here on the losers, Perfect Legend, Revit Leafing, and Semiij waiting on them. And this is an interesting matchup. This is going to be very high mobility for both of these characters. Pounce versus the aerial tentacle grab that he can go close, mid, or far on. And very similar to that Pounce. Ooh, the trade covering Perfect Legend's approach there. Keeping Cheetah out of the sky herself. And that 4-3 has a very big hitbox, and it could anti-air potentially as well. Very good getting it down one. And Perfect Legend.
Leafing just Peel with all the right stuff, and Leafing just trying to find a spot to breathe for a second.
Yeah, it's been full screen control by Perfect Legend, covering all the space with the trait where he isn't occupying, and then occupying the space with just higher priority moves like dive kick. That Pounce is going to have a hard time beating out, or even the dive out of it, the jump normals. Dive kick is one of the best air-to-airs in the entire game.
Yeah, but you know Leafing, he can just get in and mix. The sweep comes in after that majorly plus 4-3. Perfect Legend does not care, forces the clash.
Will slice through you.
I do not fear your claws.
If you want to beat that dive kick, you cannot meet it head on. You have to beat it before the active frames come out, or you have to get above it, which is not easy. Getting above that hitbox on it, almost any normal will beat it out as long as you're above Brainiac, but trying to meet it head on, especially if he's above you, is going to be a bad day at the office. And Rev Leafing is able to bring it back. Got a clean jump in for once. Oh, and gets eaten up by the mix. And then look at that extended down one.
Oh my god. Perfect Legend, slow down, sir. Give this man a fighting chance. Oh no, and maybe an input error there. Don't think he was looking for that. Luckily, didn't take any damage for it. But, man, that was dangerous.
And the trait is activated. This could be some huge damage. 550 again from Rev, getting it back in this match. Oh no. Perfect Legend had the meter. He had the meter to do a meter burn back 3 instead. And oh no!
This is where everything changes here. Perfect Legend has to keep his composure, stay safe. Dive kick.
Oh, this dive kick
catches the backdash.
That could have gone either way, ladies and gentlemen. PL doing really the Perfect Legend special there at the end, and catching with multiple dive kicks, trying to force a mistake. But wow, was that a quick turnaround from Rev Leafing? Perfect Legend, off of that EX dive kick, did a regular back 3, which led to Rev Leafing doing the air escape. If he just meter burn back 3'd, would have closed it out. And guys, yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Brainiac.
Everyone look at that tweet.
Cheetah.
And respond to it if you want. And guys, let us know your feedback, because I'm going to tell you right now. What do you guys think about a Mortal Kombat throwback tournament?
Man, let's go. I'm ready for this. And I wish I could play in it, to be honest with you. I need my Raiden fix. I miss that character so much. My 13 frame 50-50. Give it back, please.
Oh,
okay, and the conversion here.
Ooh, catches him. Well, not blocking his toes. Here comes the mix from Revit Leafing. That trait barely active at the end. 264 damage. Look at the turnaround from Revit right now. Restand. So plus again.
One thing to notice here, Leafing is very offensive now. He played defensively in that first match. He's kind of trying to find some space, figure out what's going on. But he said, you know what, the hell with this. I'm going in the mix.
Off the trait, still getting the conversion. The gravity didn't allow him to do a tentacle strike, and what recognition by Perfect Legend to just simply throw out the trait. The tentacle strike would not have hit. So smart. Master of his character right now is Perfect Legend. Rev Leafing as well. This is back and forth.
So little.
Character specialists going at it. This is the Injustice 2 that I like to see.
Okay, and I go, wow. I thought he was going to have the conversion there for a minute, but doesn't matter. Wow, and Perfect Legend. I thought it looked like for a minute he tried to air tech. But now Perfect Legend, all his meters gone.
67 health. Only Real Master territory. Revit's going to get some health back. Or save it.
The advantage of a 12th level intellect.
It's a very tough match to commentate because they are both literally everywhere. And there we go. Okay, Leafing with the read just slams it down on Perfect Legend's head. We're tied 1-1.
Literally laying down the law there as he just bashes him with the tablet with the 10 commandments on him. 1-1 between these two character specialists, Revit Leafing, Perfect Legend. That is right, man. Sub-Zero, Brainiac, Cheetah, all in this top 8. Atrocituses, and who would have thought that multiple Atrocituses would be in top 8s now? It's crazy. Semiij and losers. What's going on here?
Yeah, Semiij being in losers, it's very uncharacteristic of Semiij, but you know what, man? You can't block forever, and that's what happened. Leafing just got him with the mix. Holy cow. And we're all the way in the corner already. All these dive kicks and backdashes. This matchup right now is just literally insane. Both of these characters, high damage, high mobility. We've got little brain planes flying everywhere. I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Oh, and barely trading with the luggage toss there. Our Purple Legend in air to air again. You are just not going to be able to beat out that dive kick in that next scenario. And actually hitting the wake up there is Revel Leafing. It is not invincible. 19 health remaining on Revel. Gets the punish. Okay, we're all tied up, guys. Cheetah does have a little more health, but Brainiac does hit like an 18-wheeler on the highway.
Okay, and there it is. Will he go for it again?
Oh,
yes, he will.
no!
Like games of his matchup versus Semiij and the wake up by Perfect Legend. Not going to have any of it. He does have a super, but not anymore.
Enjoying these claws.
I do not fear your claws.
Oh my god, this matchup is absolutely crazy. Bird Lao incoming.
In the mix.
Nice damage there. Oh, and a whip punish. Perfect Legend. Trait setups. Okay, respecting the sweep. Watch the mix. Oh, and doesn't block. The unblockable. Oh my god.
Because he delayed his wake up, the cross up was able to happen. Revel Leafing now takes the lead 2-1. Perfect Legend was so close to bringing that all the way back. You saw him connect with the EX dive kick, but stopped his combo. He recognized that Revit did have the air escape, instead put a couple traits out. Maybe should just force him to come off the 2 bars next time and just go for the combo. And Perfect Legend back to the wall goes for the counter pick of Cheetah. Batman.
We've seen Perfect Legends Batman all the way back to Injustice 1. And I like this pick. He's stuck on it now. And I don't expect Leafing to change, but he does still have that option if he loses. But Leafing looking to go and face Semiij with a run back.
Yeah, and expect 40,000 up batarangs in this matchup. But once Cheetah gets in and gets the knockdown, it can become deadly.
Yeah, we saw Leafing versus Illusions. If you remember that, it was a game 5, and Leafing ended it with a hit confirm into a super to close it out. It was absolutely nuts. Perfect Legend playing this matchup perfectly, but Leafing finding the opening. Claws out. Meter burn 4-3 breaks the armor. We're getting some damage, and this may close out. Oh my god.
That health bar just disappeared out of thin air. That was so fast. Revit just found one way in, and that's all it took. Got that claws up, opened him up. That man is dead right now. And again, finding his way in against a batarang, a trait, a grapple, getting through all of them.
Okay, Perfect Legend getting Leafing in the corner here, and the challenge. Very nice. Up, meter burn batarang. Catch him with the low. What's coming next? Very nice read by Perfect Legend. Just spaced it out. Up batarang, close out that first health bar. He's got a little bit of work to do. Wow.
Ooh, it's the jump 2 to the glitter. It has us back to the lasers, but Revit finding his way in again. Oh no, here they come. Here they come.
Leafing has 3 bars to do this with, and it looks like he's gonna go for it. Oh, and a backdash by Perfect Legend. Okay.
You do know how to hunt.
I'm Batman.
One more hit is all Revit needs to take this match, and easily finding his way in again with that pounce.
Perfect Legend on the live support right now. Okay.
And actually didn't get the jump 2 on the hit stun off the battering. Revit Leafing 3-1 over Perfect Legend is going to send him home for the night, and Revit is going to face Semiij once again. The run back is real, ladies and gentlemen. That was beautiful play by Revit. Perfect Legend. Every time he threw a grapple, it really hung himself. And you'll see Batman players, they'll say, you know, all you have to do is up batarang. But Revit really did just get some really well-timed pounces in against the zoning. And just, if you didn't get the clean hit through the mix, played outstanding. That one combo in the corner pretty much put the last nail in the coffin, doing over 600 damage.
Yeah.
Just taking the life out of Perfect Legend there. And we are going to be moving on to winners finals next, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Buffalo versus Get Wrecked. Here we go. This is a first ever, Buffalo has made top 8, but he's never been up here, especially with Get Wrecked, who this is his first top 8 in War of the Gods. So this is new territory for us here. You know, usually Semiij is up there, you know, kind of handling business as usual. But this week, man, everything is so shaken up. We really can't have any expectations at this point. Luckily, though, we're getting the Semiij versus Leafing run back, and that's going to be hype. That's going to be hype.
Yes, we are. We're just waiting on Buffalo and Get Wrecked to get here. Perfect Legend, if you can, leave the lobby. That would be fantastic as Buffalo joins us here. Expect a very similar match to Rewind versus Buffalo, because Rewind and Get Wrecked, very similar atrocities in that they are just masters of their character.
Now, PL saying that King of the Hill is frozen, so he can't leave.
He left. We are good. Buffalo versus
okay.
Get Wrecked is going to go down.
Yeah, this is going to be good theater, man.
And we do have Atrocitus versus Sub-Zero. And going with the mask. This is the outfit that we saw on Sunday. Oh, man. This is go time. And then you see solid gold Atrocitus.
Boy, oh boy. All right. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a ride here. Here we go.
First hit, first blood, going to Buffalo. Getting knocked out. He's going to try to apply some pressure through Dexstar. But this is actually going to work out for Buffalo, as that throw killed so much of Dexstar's life. Now that he can't combo off it. Paid off for Buffalo, who also got the interactable there. Buffalo really good at making people hate those interactables with Sub-Zero.
Oh, for sure.
There's a clone in front of you. There's an unblockable launcher behind you. What are you going to do? And there's so much talent between these two as well. They're incredibly young. Guys, if there's anyone watching from organizations, anything, look at these two. I'm trying to help the brothers out.
StreamMe's Buffalo. Here we go. All right, no meter. Try and catch up here. There's so much stuff going on. All right, here we go.
If Sub-Zero didn't body my character back in MKX, I might consider that.
If Sub-Zero what?
If Sub-Zero didn't body my character back in Mortal Kombat, I might consider that. But I'm still salty. All right, even here, Get Wrecked. Getting the first little lead. Has Dexstar out, great positioning. It just throws that bubble out anyway. Has the protection there. Oh no, this is where things can turn around.
All right, the clone's out. Snuffs the wake up.
Submit to my anger.
Better to fight with honor.
Okay, Get Wrecked with a slight health advantage, but Buffalo does still have a clash at his disposal. And wow, actually dashed into the clone and was able to block it in time.
It cannot trump rage.
Okay, Get Wrecked still with slight health advantage, but not for much longer.
Oh no, savage wake ups, back to back. Slide, punch walk.
It's lucky that clone wasn't any closer.
And what a hit confirm. Catching the backdash. Buffalo's so good at that as well.
Yeah, those forward twos are catching. Even Rewind was trying to wake up backdash, and that forward two was stuffing it. Buffalo goes up 1-0. That was actually really, really close.
Sub-Zero wins.
Yeah, all of the matches Buffalo have been in against these top players are so close, and he has been clutch this entire week so far.
Dreadlock Playboy again. Man.
What a reference. Thank you guys. Use that hashtag War of the Gods. Tell us some stuff here on Twitter. Feeling like Krillin watching Goku and Cell go at it. You know what? There are so many fights in Dragon Ball where Krillin's just on the sideline. He's off in the distance, just looking at the fight, going, "Whoa," and just commentating on the whole thing. There are actually a lot of fights like that.
Krillin chilling. Okay, here we go. Match number 2.
I've been going back into the archives and watching. I'm just like, man, there are a lot of guys that just sit back and kind of commentate the fights. It's the breadth of commentary, you know what I mean?
Somebody in the chat said didn't even spell Krillin right, and actually he misspelled Krillin in saying this man didn't spell Krillin right.
Oh no! Oh, he sure did.
Man, come on. All right, here we go. Buffalo with the forward 3. Nice combo. Hard knockdown into the clone. Right on top of Get Wrecked. Cannot do anything. Whip punishes the down 1.
Yeah, that pushback was real. Dropped the combo that would have killed, but getting risky there was Get Wrecked. And Buffalo in a commanding lead right now, trying to go up 2-0 and get to grand finals on the winner's side.
He's playing like an absolute monster right now. Buffalo looking to take this entire week. The way he's playing, breaks the armor, confirms into the meter burn ice ball. Unclashable damage, tries to throw him into the clone.
I'll rip off your limbs.
I will freeze your fire.
Unfortunately, did it down too little early. There was Get Wrecked at 8. That amazing jump to by Sub-Zero. Getting with the mix up 14-3.
Expect the down 2 in the deck start, yes. Now you've got to go under pressure here. We've seen him respect a lot. Just in this pressure. Buffalo. Clutch blocks.
Oh my goodness. What an ice clone by Buffalo. That was ridiculous.
Buffalo, you need to calm down, sir. Okay, breaks the armor yet again. That's the second time in this matchup.
Oh no, drop the combo.
Overhead.
American restand and forces the block with the ice cone on Wake Up. And actually, that might have been a win punish. Buffalo calm down 2-0 now. Looking amazing here in winners finals, trying to get the grand final side of things.
Just watch Sub-Zero smirk. Without that mask on, he just, we didn't get it long enough. Hopefully after, well, if Buffalo wins again, we'll see. And he just gives you that slight smirk saying, you know what, I got this. Get Wrecked, maybe looking at the Batman pick.
I thought this was injustice, guys. We're gonna let a Mortal Kombat character run our game right now. Are we serious?
Haven't they already done enough? Okay, we got the Sub-Zero. Everybody was okay with that. And then they said, Raiden is coming. And then everybody just absolutely went nuts. But you know what?
This is looking like CEO like 4 years ago when Scorpion ruled Injustice 1. We need to calm down, guys. We need to take our game back.
But who can do it? Superman? Okay. Can Superman save Injustice? And he will be stuck on this character. He cannot. Get Wrecked cannot lose again, so he will never switch. But Buffalo, obviously, he's going to stick with Sub even if he does lose. He's playing phenomenal with this character, and it's just something you come to expect with somebody that, you know, not only good with their character, but you know it's their character. Sub-Zero is his character, just making him look absolutely broken. Okay, it confirms doesn't have the meter. We'll get some nice meterless damage out of that.
Forward to range and Get Wrecked actually backed off. That's not something you see Superman players often. When they're in that 4-2 range, it's 4-2 time, baby. And that's the second time we've seen Buffalo kind of go for those jump-ins into the clone. Got a whiff punish early. Get Wrecked not falling forward this time.
Tried to end with the command grab there. Wasn't high enough. Get Wrecked. Okay, forward 3. This actually could close out the S.
No more Mr. Boy Scout.
And going back to one of Buffalo's characters, this was Buffalo's main back in Injustice 1. And who he prepped for, and oh my goodness, this kid is interactable.
And like you mentioned earlier, Buffalo did play Superman and Captain Cold up until Sub-Zero came out. And this is what you get. Buffalo definitely knows all the shenanigans that Superman brings to the table.
Oh, it's a whip punish sitting there. Gonna give Buffalo the lead. 400 damage off a whip punish for 1 bar. That's the kind of damage that Sub-Zero brings, and what a conversion off that. Just a tip of that down too. Oh
just
my goodness!
Clone. No! Get wrecked, falling apart.
Alright, this is a decent position. Oh my goodness, that is gonna do so much damage!
I do not wish to kill you. Get off my planet.
Okay, gets rid of the clone with the air laser. Catches him with a straightforward 2-3. Buffalo playing the patient game. Trying to keep Superman away. Trades up in a backdash. Wasn't sure what to expect there, but didn't want any part of it. Ooh, and the 4-2-3. Okay, this is going to be some good damage here. Goes with the restand. Into the dive bomb, cross up. Get wrecked is on the board. Wow.
Superman wins.
Superman's comeback in that corner. No, I don't care who you are. If you're playing a Superman and you have your opponents back to the corner, you are never out of a match. We've seen so many comebacks happen.
Sub-Zero.
Once you are in that 4-2 range, once your back is to the corner,
Sub-Zero.
and get wrecked, bringing us back. Buffalo looked like he was in full control again, about to 3-0 this man, and get wrecked with a switch to one of Buffalo's characters, clutching out his first win. Now he's on the board. Maybe he'll play a little more loose, and we'll see if we can send us to a game number 5. Buffalo looks incredibly poised right now to try to take this week.
Begin.
Yeah, get wrecked with a little bit of momentum behind him now. Gets caught with the stray ice ball. Thankfully, without meter, they don't freeze. Otherwise, he would have been frozen there. And full combo with a down 1 into a clone. Okay.
Oh, that could have been a whip punish with 4-2. Sitting right in front of him. Very good backdash. That's what the only thing that Sub-Zero can do outside of taking a risk is that down 1 off the EX Shatter.
Very good stuff by Buffalo, reading out that neutral jump punch.
And that 4-3 from Sub-Zero has a ridiculous hitbox on it. Great reaction from Buffalo. Now, a huge lead again. We'll see if Get Wrecked can mount that comeback.
Okay, and we see, we see Get Wrecked still waking up a couple times with that backdash. Got to be real careful because Buffalo is gonna snipe that and 4-2 like he has been all night. That meter burn ice ball. Not only does it freeze you, gets rid of projectiles.
I will shatter you.
Including Superman's laser, which we just saw there, just goes straight through it.
And wow, punishing the air laser as well. And oh, the air escape not gonna be enough. And now Get Wrecked in a good position. This is the exact position Buffalo was in the last game. His back was to the corner, had a health lead, and it just disappeared. But what a perfect ice clone. But another drop for Buffalo.
And interrupted a down 1 scoop. Oh no. And the jump 1 hitbox. Just a little bit too good. Got him in a bad situation there. Good blocks, push block. Buffalo working his way to the grand finals to await whoever his opponent is. And the last second oh my gosh, the air tech and a down 1 by Buffalo takes it 3-1 over HoneyBee. Get wrecked. And we won't see the savage smirk from Sub-Zero there with the mask on, but that's okay. So Buffalo sitting in grand finals awaiting his opponent. What a turn of events.
A shave match. Goatee versus mustache. Listen, my mustache is worth way more than $60. I won't do it for a hair less than at least $70.
You know what? That's the ante.
That's
okay, just
that's my
bit.
hourly rate. Okay, that's what this gets me. Okay, calm down.
You know what? Aquaman touched on a little bit. He will be streaming some Injustice 2 with some Black Mana after this broadcast tonight.
Yes.
Here on StreamMe. And, you know, I might jump in there and play a couple games too. So I can't remember who brought it up last on Sunday. I keep saying Saturday. But you will get to see us play some games here later on tonight after all these guys get done with what they're doing to make some money this week.
Yeah, guys, if you want to hang out after the stream, keep hanging on the StreamMe to watch some Injustice. Right after this broadcast, give me, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes to set up, and I'm going to go live with some Injustice 2, showing off some Black Mana play. And Echo will join me, and if anyone else wants to join me, just get in that chat, hit us up, and I'll be doing some floating laser stabby things.
Yeah, Aquaman having fun with this character. It's only been out a day, and people are finding some swaggy stuff. Who knows if it's optimal, but it sure is swaggy. The character can hit pretty hard, and for one, don't try and meter burn back 3 on Wake Up, because that stabby stab stuff that he does is just going to break that all to pieces. What is the can we look at the that's what I was going to ask for. Okay, Buffalo sitting up there in grand finals awaiting either Get Wrecked or well, I mean, we have Semiij, Leafing, and Get Wrecked all just waiting down there. Buffalo just going to kind of chill for a while. And this is kind of a time for him to you know, kind of see between Semiij and Leafing who wins that. He's already played Get Wrecked, so he kind of knows what he's getting into there.
And here we go, guys.
But now he has a chance, just like us, to watch these guys and see what's coming up.
Yeah, what's coming his way. This is the run back from winner's side to get in the top 8. Reva Leafing with a huge comeback in game number 5. 4 pounces in a row, able to take it from Semiij. And we'll see how Semiij answers. He has had a couple days in order to adjust. He's probably done his homework, and he might have some answers right now, because Semiij has not dropped a single game tonight so far.
And you saw right there, Semiij trying to do the jump back, jump 2, just to kind of contest her in the air and keep that distance. That whip has such good distance on it, but Leafing just kind of toying around, and this is kind of what we saw in Game 5, at the start of Game 5 on Sunday. Leafing just kind of backdashing, pouncing away, going on a full tour. I think it was Atlantis or Brainiac's ship, I can't remember. I think it was this actual stage that we saw that in. And that's a quick punish by Leafing, confirms.
Air escaped, and the damage 472 had already been done. And this is the exact way that Revit played the matchup on Sunday night. It's a lot of backdashing and actually forcing Semiij to do some ability that he's not used to having to do, which is chase someone down. And it's something that Semiij uses against a lot of opponents. There's a lot of backdashing in his game plan, and I love the mind game that Revit plays with. Backdash, 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 and then just try to strike out of nowhere. And there's the punish.
That's a punish.
Oh my goodness, go for the meter burn cancel.
This is not going to have the damage, but literally anything. Okay.
My claws are
Still,
sharper.
even though Semiij is on a 2nd health bar, it's still in range here. They're not too far apart. Semiij just having trouble keeping Leafing on lockdown. The backdashes, the pounces.
And wow, the straight normal getting the anti-air, but looking for a little tick setup. There was Reva Leafing, and that jump actually saved Semiij. And that's it. Oh my goodness!
Embrace your inner feline.
I'm good with cat adjacent.
Quite literally trying to pull the plug on Reva Leafing's run this week with that interactive with Semiij. Hefty lead, still has a wager. Just got mixed though. Some decent damage here.
And I'm feeling we're about to see a lot of mix coming in.
Ooh, busted out that trait. And oh my goodness.
Oh no! Semiij got really lucky, dodged the bullet there, not getting punished, especially with those cat claws out. It's so plus is that string and so many gaps, but gets caught by the ender. Semiij is on lockdown right now, and the block.
This is going perfectly.
I relish the challenge.
He's only gonna get 15. Nope. Yes, yeah.
No,
Yep.
nobody has
Yep.
to hear it all. And the swipes. the sweeps, the pounces, the cat dashes, the jump ins, the mix. Oh my god, and the wake up. Okay, Semiij's still in this. And that is going to be a punish. Leafing up 1-0 in the run back so far.
That's 3 raw cat dashes I've seen from Semiij. And that's, you know, trying to get a little more aggressive than he might be used to. With all those back dashes probably getting into his head.
Cheetah.
And the fact that Cheetah hits like a hammer. And Semiij says, you know what? I might throw some zoning on the screen. Ivy, are we going to get the green? Are we doing it? Is this happening? Is this real? Someone pitch me. Oh my god, it's real. Whoa!
It is real. You're not dreaming, Mr. Aquaman.
Poison Ivy, ladies and gentlemen.
Poison Ivy.
On the screen.
Fighters approaching Gotham City.
We're doing it. We're doing it for the green. Who?
Sadly, Satira, no more feline matchup, at least for now.
Now, we've seen Semiij's
Begin.
Ivy before, only against SonicFox's Captain Cold. So this is new territory for everyone.
Now she's got the mark skin on. She will not take chip, even if Leafing gets in. But the timer has run out. Leafing with this pressure. Pouncing in, pouncing out, no punish. You know, who knows how long it's been since Semiij has played this character in this kind of setting.
Everything going in Reverend Leafing's favor right now. Trying to send the point leader. The man who's
Oh my god.
who's first guaranteed the #1 seed in the finale. Trying to send him home for the night and double eliminate this man. What a start from Reverend Leafing.
Okay, and the confirm. Restand. Jumping punch. Okay, and Leafing with the knowledge of what Ivy brings to the table. A lot of lows.
Blocked everything except for the last hit on the yo-yo. Oh no. That was such great defense from Reverend up until the end, getting popped by the very last possible thing.
Yeah, it is kind of a mix-up there. After the yo-yo, she can do a couple different things there. But there's such a good range on it. Now Leafing just kind of forced to take this chip. Okay. Incoming mix. There's a lot of gaps in that string, and it was made recently. Made plus on block if you get the whole thing out. But it sometimes, even such a slow mix like that can just kind of keep you on defense.
And wow, with his
Oh my god.
with the health in Semiij's favor, just finds. He's just able to find these last second strikes.
And we're going through the theater. This won't kill, but so much unclashable damage. Semiij does have 2 bars to get some health back. Should he get hit again?
And the fall does get the kill.
Wow.
Looking so awkward. And Reverend Leafing 2-0 now over Semiij, putting Semiij in the situation that Semiij put him in on Sunday, being down in the set. Semiij might be thinking Starfire at this point, might be thinking going back to Catwoman, but right now it has got to be a mental scramble right now. You know, going through Kippish, he's going to go back to Catwoman. And Reverend Leafing, 1 game away from 3-0ing Semiij right now? Is this real life? Playing out of his mind.
This is a I did not expect this.
Begin.
That's all I'll say. I at least expected, you know, game 4, game 5 type thing. We're not done yet. Semiij brought back out the Catwoman.
Oh man, no one's watching movies tonight. Come on, it's supposed to be movie night.
No sir, not tonight. Okay, burns the bar for the damage.
Alright, whiffing and going through the back dash.
You see a lot different playstyle from Semiij here. You know, the first match that he used Catwoman, he was just waiting to react to a lot of Cheetah stuff. But now totally on the offensive, not giving her a chance to backdash and pounce and be all over the screen.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive Semiij there, and once again, seeing the reaction to the interactables. And wow, getting out of there almost for free. Was Reverend Leafing with that pounce? And no punish. Pressure here from Semiij and calling
Nice
out
throw.
the stagger there was River leafing.
My claws
Or just
are
mash and
sharp.
throw. Either way.
Either way, 4-3, hitting high again. Claws are out. This is scary. What a backdash from Semiij, but catching.
Honor among thieves.
I'll flay you for the goddess.
Catching Semiij's escape attempt is that dive off the pounce. And an instant jump 3. A lot of active frames there from River leafing, stopping the jumping attempts from Semiij. We're almost dead even now. You know Semiij was hitting that backdash on that wake up, and once again, that's twice we've seen that, and did something just go underneath, back 3, what?
Yeah.
What?
So there's another layer of low profiling.
Have we
that
finally,
have not seen until
have we finally reached the 12th level of low in Injustice 2?
Jeez. How low can you go?
Limbo! And the meter break cancel from Rivet Leafing and catching out the air escape. And that's going to do it 3-0 for Rivet Leafing over Noble Semiij. He is going to advance into the losers finals.
Revit Leafing showing up tonight. Holy cow, man. Not only put Semiij in losers this week, eliminated him. That's
And more
man.
convincingly than the first time around. Is Cheetah on the map, boys? And ladies. Could
Cheetah
be.
top 5.
Could be.
Man, now that character's strong, and Leafing, Leafing, it's, we've talked about it with Semiij and Catwoman, very reminiscent of, a lot of ethereal Melina, not really Melina type stuff, but just the way Semiij plays, that character fits him perfect, and the same can be said for Leafing as well. He played Tanya in MKX. For those that didn't join us in Combat Cup, Leafing was a Tanya player, and she's very mobile, just like Cheetah is. Very high damage, a lot of cool setups. Not as much mix as Cheetah, but Leafing feeling really comfortable. And here's our leaderboard. Semiij way up there still, despite being eliminated this week, which means we will have a new champ this week, no matter what. No matter what,
Crazy
we'll
to
have a new
think
champ.
about. It has only been SonicFox, Theo, and Semiij that have ever won War of the Gods.
Yeah, so a lot of things shaking. I knew tonight was going to be special. I just knew it, but I didn't know how much until now.
Echo's been saying that every night, praying for that to actually be true, and
Yeah,
and
that's
it
true.
finally comes. It finally comes.
It
through.
finally comes through. We finally get a new winner. So this is going to be exciting. And that's not taken away from Sonic and Theo and Semiij. Semiij, War of the Gods is his. This is Semiij's stomping ground. So eliminating somebody like Semiij, that's quite a statement Leafing just put on. So the road is not over yet, though.
That is right. There's
Leafing
still
will have to. Yeah.
There's still 2 to possibly 3 more to go for him if he wants to win this entire week number 9. But guys, we are going to be right back with some quick commercial breaks from some of our partners here at StreamMe and War of the Gods, and we will be right back for Losers Finals.
Are you ready?
me, I'm only you.
Welcome back, everyone, to War of the Gods, week number 9. Top 8! We are in top 3 right now. Losers finals, Revit Leafing versus On Booze Get Wrecked. This is...
Somebody's getting wrecked.
Someone.
Somebody.
One way or the other, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a feeling this is probably...
Begin.
This one's going to be absolutely nuts. I just have this feeling. Both of these guys trying to make it to grand finals to take on Buffalo, who has not lost a set, still in winners. And whoever wins this, no matter what, has to beat Buffalo not once but twice. Okay, goes with the restand. Damage over time. You can see Leafing's health bar just dwindling away a little bit.
Yeah, this was in Get Wrecked's favor earlier in the night. We'll see if anything changes.
Okay, and a very nice whip punish with a down one into a puddle. Okay, Dexstar is out, the pressure's on. Shield not going to save you from that interactable. All the interactables on this map, on this stage, are unblockable. It's absolutely nuts, especially with these two characters. Jesus, that damage.
Feel your life slipping away?
Leafing all warmed up, as one would say. And Road pouncing right into an unblockable barrel. Dexstar saving Get Wrecked from eating any more damage. If Dexstar wasn't there, he would have gotten Magic Pixeled himself.
Ooh, and that may have been a punish full screen
I
almost.
serve only the goddess.
There's not a whole lot of characters in the game that can, really make Atrocitus pay for a full screen puddle. I mean, a couple projectiles, but very hard to actually get a full combo on him. Full screen.
Caught the startup of a pounce attempt. He's going to use it to get Dexstar out. We're playing in a raw puddle. Catching a trip card looks like.
Nice conversion. Almost 300 damage.
Blowing up and down one. Ooh, a puddle attempt, it looks like. And now Revit Leafing on the prowl, and no. Well, Wager.
Oh my God.
No Wagers Get Wrecked, but he also had air escapes that he did not use as well. Ooh, using it for some meter burn. Trading with a down one. Whipping it there.
Ooh,
Punish,
nice
though.
whip punish. Will he make it unclashable? Yes. Dexstar is out. This could change everything, but he's got to do everything right here. And with a conversion off of that, may have turned everything around. Oh, and a clutch. Oh no, and Leafing went for the low poke to sweep again.
And the double overhead. Revit has got to learn to just, he fell victim to that in their match on the winner's side, just down two.
Yeah, got it down to those.
He has caught himself low profiling things unintentionally.
Cheetah.
Even Catwoman's back three. Okay.
Okay, that
that was absolutely ridiculous. The thing that goes under everything,
Fighters
Cheetah can go
approaching
lower.
the
laws of physics, ladies and gentlemen. it is confirmed. Cheetah, the Hermes Conrad of Injustice 2, being a former Limbo champion.
Begin.
Only you would know the Limbo champions. Right, we're pouncing in again. Very nice scout by Leafing there. Get Wrecked trying to send the cat out to do some dirty work.
A lot of down twos from Get Wrecked. I think he's trying to turn up the Savage level just a little bit, trying to match Revan's intensity and speed right now, but it's not gonna work.
The goddess will be pleased.
Get Wrecked kind of falling apart here defensively. Just really trying to get anything going. You saw the puddle come out, but Leafing with the interrupt. Leafing has all the answers and the hit confirmed. Into the puddle, 4-3, down 2. Dexstar is out. Pressure is coming. Get Wrecked looking for Leafing to jump there. Good blocks. That string is plush. You got to be careful blocking the whole thing. Got to interrupt that thing.
Finally caught her out of the air.
Easier said than done.
Could use punch walk to build a little bit of that time back. Oh, come and get with that grab. Forces the wager.
You'd be a perfect Red Lantern.
I serve only the goddess.
Revan leaping on the verge of fighting and clawing his way into this grand finals. And Get Wrecked, well, one of the unsung heroes of Hometown Heroes.
Oh, for sure.
In his first,
playing his heart out.
in his first top 3, and he showed that he came to play, and he is not out of this yet.
Leafing with the reaction to the Dexstar call out.
Pressing a button, going for the meter cancel, put it all on the line, and not enough.
At least make it interesting.
You'll not ridicule me again.
Literally anything right now. Leafing is traded up.
And he just frolicked forward and got the 1-1-1 out. Revan Leafing 2-0 and looks so much better in this matchup than the first time around on the winner's side. Just able to get everything going. And again, back to the wall, Vegeta up, gets knocked down, just it only increases his power.
That's the worst thing you can do to Leafing is send him to losers.
Or take rounds off him. Like, how dare you?
Yeah. How dare you? Oh, you're up 2-0 on me? Watch this. But right now, Leafing is up 2-0 on Get Wrecked. And Get Wrecked is sticking on Atrocitus.
Yeah, he is. He is known for having a lot of loyalty to Atrocitus. We've maybe seen him come off him once or twice on Sunday.
Begin.
But he is a big red machine main, and there are very few left in this scene.
Oh, and here we go with the dirty stuff. Leafing is not going to leave anything on the table. And the nice conversion there, meterless. Solid 266 damage. Already started out better for Get Wrecked this time. And with the scout there, tried to meter burn back 3, that pounce, but it recovered in time. Leafing was able to block, air techs out.
That may have saved him his first bar of health for now, and no conversion was available. That up vomit hits so far away. Down 1 out of work. He catches him with a simple mix. Out 42-2-3. The old school 50-50.
Oh, and tried to puddle.
And his pounce is just perfect. Getting through zoning right now in this top 8.
Yeah, a lot of times either on a read or a reaction or both. Leafing just not letting anything slide here. Get Wrecked kind of falling apart now. Wakes up, gets a couple hits, and tries to do the breath. Saw the pounds coming, just not in time.
And Revan even all over. That air escape going inactive, keeping it all unwagerable. And no, there's the ice!
Oh no, the puddle.
And that is
gonna kill.
Very good. Revan Leafing 3-0, avenging his winner's side loss.
Cheetah wins.
That puddle lingers there, and you kind of forget. You think, okay, I didn't get hit by the thing. Now I can walk. Nope, there's a puddle there waiting to freeze you. Leafing with the smart stuff just threw him. Leaves it unclashable. He did have 3 bars to use if he did clash, but here we go. It will be Buffalo versus Revit Leafing in Grand Finals. Wow. Cheetah and Sub-Zero.
Cheetah, that's our grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Cheetah and Sub-Zero. Just take a moment to think about that for a second.
No Black Adams, no Aquamans,
The depth.
no Supermans. Well, maybe, who knows? We might see a Superman. But, yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, the depth of this field. Phenomenal, guys. Thank you for putting on an amazing show. And we're not done yet. We've got one more to go. Buffalo Revit Leafing will be coming up next. We're going to give them a couple seconds to cool off, chill, hang out, get wrecked. Please leave my lobby before I have to Jean-Claude Roundhouse you out of here. But there is your leaderboard. Current points are loaded. Buffalo jumping up 2/10 right there. Revit Leafing right behind him. Those guys, one of these guys with a win could easily make that swoop into one of those final positions, especially with 1 week left. So much is on the line, guys. 10 grand is on the line at the end of this thing in the finale. Don't you forget that.
Sure.
Don't you forget that.
And one thing that I wasn't able to say before that went away, Buffalo is sitting right now in 10th place. So I'm excited to see what happens if he winds up taking it tonight. It's going to be something.
Yes, it is.
Actually, wait a minute. Didn't we talk about that at the beginning? Leafing and Buffalo, yeah, both of them, depending on how they did here tonight, would have kind of figured, well, we still have another week to go, but these two were kind of the wild cards tonight.
Yep.
Both of them, if they played well, we're going to change things up, and both of them wound up. Here we are, grand finals.
Just like that, a little shake-up in the points. That's what it's all about when we get down to these final weeks. And usually there's a little more guaranteed spots as far as even seeding. But the points have been really close all season long outside of outside of Semiij. Who
Right.
won so, I think
Semiij could actually give away points and still be up there.
Don't be surprised
Jesus.
if you see on eBay later Semiij selling some more of the gods points, because he has plenty. And guys, don't forget, follow us on Twitter. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Give us a follow on Instagram. For when these things go live, StreamMe heavily invested in the FGC, and we love being here twice a week with you. It's just become a second home, a second family for us. This is where our esports really got started here at StreamMe and Gauntlet, where it was with the NRS scene, and you guys took us in at first, and so we really like giving back to you. Give us a follow. Twitter.com/StreamMe. Retweet us when we go live, when we put out some news, when we put out articles. Support us, because the more support we get, the more we can support you. So we really appreciate everything that you guys have done, and we look forward to doing more. And all the VODs, YouTube.com/StreamMeVids. And if you guys want to stream, get partnered in less time with more features. 70-30 split in your favor if you get 50 followers. Go live. And we have a monthly top leaderboard where top 30 streamers of the site get paid out every single month. A lot of money on the line. So check it out. As up next, we have grand finals for you. And as I get in there, 1 week left, guys. So register! Echo,
Please.
Echo, lay down the law on registration. The law.
Okay, listen. Listen. No more of this day of, hour before War of the Gods starts are we going to do. We're in 10 weeks of this now. No more of that. Oh, dog, I forgot. Let me get that late rich. No, just go there right now at gauntlet.gg/war or smash.gg/war. Very easy. And sign up for our last week. Now, you can use these two going into grand finals as kind of a reference here, because, both of them, they're both just clawing to get into that top 8 finale, which is in 2 weeks, right? Two weeks. Well, it's after this final week. So there's still some points to be had. There's still cash to grab, and you can kind of shake things up yourself just by beating people that are already up there. You can kind of eliminate somebody that's already, up in that top 8, top 5, top area. Sign up. Please don't hit us up. Well, you can still hit us up. Maybe we'll get you in, but please don't, because you can sign up right now. It takes like 2.5 minutes max.
Yes, it
Just
does.
go and sign
And
up.
guys, here we go. Grand
We good.
finals is here.
go.
Sub-Zero and Cheetah, first hit, going to Buffalo. And that clone is going to be key to his game plan against Cheetah, stopping those approaches.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting here with that clone. Leafing's going to have to be real careful because all Buffalo has to do is hit that trait button and that clone is coming out.
Already finding
Very nice scout by Leafing there.
Yeah, already finding his way in multiple times. And what a position switch there by Revit. Has a little bit of plus frames here. Great backdash. Nothing is guaranteed after. And timed it perfectly on the clone. That was ridiculous from Revit Leafing. Did you guys see that? Right when that clone went away, this man was coming in with the boot to the face.
And what's different about, you know, this game as opposed to something like MK9, MKX, you can actually see when the trait, which is the clone, is coming back. So you don't have to keep in your head, okay, how many seconds have passed. You can visually watch it.
Oh, and going ice clone for trait. What a start for Revit. He needs 6 games if he wants to take this week. And already worked on his first.
Wow, the clone didn't come out because Leafing was just right on top of sub. Game not letting the clone come out. Clone is not working properly tonight. And there we go, Buffalo finally able to close out that first health bar of Leafing, but has the damage been done? They both have 3 bars, and very nice by Buffalo.
You too will bleed.
I will shatter you.
Something happening there with Cheetah's sweep. Looks like it's going through the clone's foot, but she's not getting frozen, so maybe not.
Yeah, that could be matchup knowledge by Revit, you know, taking it in the lab, see what normals he has, and that's something that I suggest everyone does. You know, go in the lab, put ice clone in front of you, and do your normals, because there could be some interesting properties to normals you guys don't know about that could go through ice clone.
Absolutely.
And what a comeback we're witnessing from Buffalo already.
Oh, and a throw. Will he wake up with super? Will he do it? Oh no, he's gonna burn the bar. Oh no, we're getting some mega damage.
Oh no, drop the 4-3 and the raw down 2 from Buffalo, taking game number 1. When in doubt, ladies and gentlemen, down 2 it out.
Wow. Leafing went for the unclashable meter burn 4-3 at the end.
Sub-Zero.
And it was just either too slow or it just went too high, I'm not sure. Buffalo able to clutch it out there, keeping his composure.
Fighters approaching
up 1-0.
Atlanta.
And putting a mask on after the win. Interesting stuff from Buffalo. This is how serious he is. Grand final time. Trying to win his first week ever.
Begin.
Here on War of the Gods, even going back to MK where he competed so much and would do very well. And that is very unfortunate once you're in that position. The balls of Atlantis are very unforgiving, ladies and gentlemen. And that went through the ice clone because it hit before she actually got to it. There's another one for you. They're off the screen. There's less mobility for Sub-Zero.
Just got to be real careful though. That right side, especially Sub-Zero being a gadget character and he has a clone. Leafing does not want to get to that right side, but Buffalo is pushing him slowly. Tries to backdash. We've seen it all night. Gets stuffed by the 4-2. Oh, and I think the down 1 clone.
It was the
Busted the armor and the clone came out.
You are right. It was so sneaky to see that down 1. Because at first I was like, what just happened? Visually, that was beautiful, guys. Buffalo in control. Again, this match. Stopping the interactable.
Oh, and it just can't close out the damage. No! Buffalo sitting on 1.21 hit points of health.
Magic Pixel
into the clone.
And oh my goodness, she is getting all around this close, but eventually gets clipped. I think that was a reversal wake up DP. Luckily he got it in the right direction. Buffalo behind him. Doing the smart thing, hiding behind these clones. Okay, I'll claw it up. And what a down 2 knew that after the activation that she was going to come in.
I will shatter you.
Yeah, you gotta know, once those claws are up, she's gonna want to come in.
This is all meter build. Poor Buffalo. And the Ice Clone shutting down the approach. As we mentioned early in this match, catching the air escape is close to death. Oh, you guys see the oh no, not like this.
Buffalo, a homicidal maniac on stream right now. Buffalo up 2-0. Oh my God, the dirty stuff.
The interactable of legend is that little control panel. But as I mentioned in the chat, it is Atlantean technology. Okay, it's supposed to be super advanced. Okay, guys, calm down. It needs it.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
Dragon somewhere in the world has just been triggered by the unblockable by Buffalo. Holy cow. Leafing's got to make some major adjustments, but these matches have been so close.
This has been a close 2-0 for Buffalo. I mean, game 1 was pretty much in Reverend Leafing's hands.
Yeah, that was Buffalo kind of snuck that one by him. That was definitely a Leafing's match.
What a backdash to get out of that. And for once, the 4-2-2 doesn't track down the backdash. Cheetahs just might be too good. Savage down one of Buffalo, finds himself in a huge deficit early on this game number 3. Ice Clone coming to the rescue. Getting some big damage, 300. Oh no, meter burn cancel.
Wow, cashing out on some damage right now.
And
still going.
And it wasn't even over. Almost hitting for 600. And staying in the corner. What a turnaround from Buffalo.
At least the cold numbs your pain.
Revit was at full health when that sequence started, but Revit with the immediate meter burn, tying us up here. Anyone's game right now, guys. Dead even here. Game number 3. Grand Finals. Last millisecond Ice Clone. Forcing the early wager.
You will bleed.
I will shatter you.
All right. Leafing is gassed up right now. Claws are out. And a down 2 by Buffalo.
Decent damage here. 70 and a nice little push to the corner. Very good meter burning that. And going through the Ice Clone. Getting Revit back in this match. Going down a little bit of health. But he has no wager. Has an air escape.
Nice catch.
Oh, the very last second. That sweep was a little too close. We saw that the sweep was going through the Ice Clone. But it's again, you have to do a lot of testing because he was still in it. The meter burn cancel off the 4-2-2.
Buffalo. Wow.
Sub-Zero wins.
Taking week number 9. 3-0 convincing through the winner's side. Undefeated here this week. Congratulations to Buffalo. The young giant from the north taking it with only Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Shaking things up a little bit. Bringing some life into the game that was shot down from the sky at East Coast Throwdown.
I mean, you know, Buffalo beat the Evo champ, plus the Evo champ using Black Adam. That was Dragon. Buffalo, you know, beating him and a lot of other people in his way. Rewind, Get Wrecked. Leafing, as we just saw, Buffalo is your champion right there, as you see. Week 9, Buffalo, and I would like to see these points now. What was shaken up after all this went down here? Hopefully these are updated. We'll find out in a minute, but you see Buffalo there in 11th, 255. Revit Leafing at 260. I'm sure these are about to change. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, okay, yeah, there it is. Buffalo at 280 and Leafing right under him at 260. And both of these guys got a lot of points tonight. Between Buffalo and Leafing, this was their night to come in and showcase what they can do and make it as far as they can. And they both did, making it to grand finals. So shout outs to them, man. And Buffalo, congratulations on your win here on War of the Gods. So, I mean, we can say it right now. Semiij, so far, now we have one more week to go. Semiij, Theo, SonicFox, and Buffalo are the only people to win a week of War of the Gods. Only 4 people. And Buffalo is now one of those 4. Up there with the likes of Sonic and Semiij and Theo.
Yes, congratulations to Buffalo. Really a fan favorite. And Just a really great kid. I love seeing him at every event that I go to. His parents travel with him. They're incredibly cool. And just really good. He's been putting in work for the past couple years, and it's really paid off. And just putting on a clinic of that character tonight and on Sunday. Congratulations. We will see them in week number 10. Registration's still live for week number 10, guys. Go ahead and sign up. Everyone in that chat, go ahead and sign up for week number 10. Just compete.
Just do it.
There's nothing to lose. Have a good time. Compete. Learn. Get better. And just be a part of the experience here on War of the Gods. Gauntlet.gg/war. Just get it over with. We'll give you some time.
I think the smart thing to do is, once we end this, go sign up and then go to Aquaman stream and watch him play some Injustice 2.
Yes, guys. Right after this broadcast ends, over there at stream.me/MRAquaman. If you guys want to see some more Injustice 2 action, I will be breaking out some Black Mana. Only happens to be my favorite comic book character of all time. So I'm a little excited. Just a little bit excited for this character. And Echo will be joining me, so I'll be giving him the brutal laser beatdown right after this broadcast, and that's going to do it for us tonight here, guys, on War of the Gods.
One more thing.
Oh!
One more thing. With Buffalo winning, Rewind is locked in for the grand finals now.
Congratulations.
So Rewind has made it. Nobody can change that. Rewind will be in the finals. So we got that out there before the broadcast.
Yes. Congratulations, Rewind. Very consistent. Top player doing well all across the board. Not only here on War of the Gods, but outside of War of the Gods. So congratulations. We will see you in the finale and in week 10, where you're going to try to improve on your seeding because that's really important on your paths in the finale. And guys, thank you so much to you guys for watching. And thank you to everyone who competed. You guys are awesome. We love you over here at War of the Gods. And we will see you in week number 10. That's going to do it for us.